Hi Rainbow Loomers, it's Michelle from Rainbow Loom, and today we'll be learning how to make these tulips using the Rainbow Loom 360 kit. This was created by the Rainbow Loom design team, and we think that this is one of the easier Rainbow Loom 360 designs. These tulips are just super cute, and I think I'll have a whole bouquet of them pretty soon. If you want to see more Rainbow Loom designs, then please subscribe to our channel. We'll also be doing a giveaway once we hit 500,000 subscribers, so stay tuned. Now let's go over the materials needed to make these tulips. Today I'll be using the Amazon version of the Rainbow Loom 360 kit. This one is plant themed, so there's a lot of plant related accessories in this kit. Within this kit, I'll be using the 360 loom base, 38 pegs, a hook, a tug tool, Rainbow Loom premium rubber bands which are longer lasting and more durable than other bands, and lastly, to end this creation, you can either use a slip hook to hide the last slip knot into your creation, or you can use a bag clip. As for the rubber bands, you'll just need two colors. First, you'll need a color for the flowers. In this flower, I used 37 purple bands. Second, you'll need a color for the stem, and in this flower, I used 41 green bands. In total, that is 78 rubber bands. That's not too bad. Now let's get started placing down the pegs. I will insert an image of the peg layout after I say a couple words first. To place on the pegs, just insert a peg into any one of the cavities on your 360 loom base. If you find that a particular cavity feels a little tight, then you can rotate the peg 45 degrees to the left or right. If you've made a mistake while placing on the pegs, then take out your tug tool and use the back of it to rock the peg back and forth until it's loosened from the loom base. Here's an image of the peg layout for this design. Please pay attention to the different directions that the pegs face while placing them on. I'll be back after I have finished placing down all of the pegs on my loom. Remember that you should be using 38 pegs here. I'm back, and this is what my loom looks like now. If your loom looks like mine, then we can work on the next part. Let's start placing down our bands. I'm actually going to turn the loom upside down so that the flower part is at the bottom. We will place our bands down starting from the top of our loom where the stem is, so take out your green bands. I will be using the dark green premium rubber bands included in the Amazon version of the 360 kit. Take a single green band and place it at the top of your loom, going down. For most of this creation, we will be using double bands, which is where we place two bands down between the pegs instead of one. So take double bands in the green color and place them going down. Then continue to place 5 more sets of double bands going straight down. By the way, remember to use your tug tool to push down the bands. This will make room for more bands and also helps to isolate groups of bands while you're looming later on. Then just continue placing on your green double bands. In total, you should have one single green band, followed by 6 sets of green double bands. Now let's scooch back up and work on the leaves. Take a single band and place it from the 4th peg in the middle down to the right. Then take double bands and place them horizontally to the right. Using double bands again, place them going diagonally upwards. That completes the lower side of the leaf, and now let's do the upper part. With a single band, place it from the 4th peg in the middle horizontally to the right. Then switch to double bands and place them horizontally to the right. Using double bands again, close off the top side of the leaf. Take a second to push down some of these bands. To complete the leaf, place 2 sets of double bands going straight down. That completes one leaf of our tulip. We will do basically the same thing to the other side, but mirrored. Again, let's do the lower side of the leaf first. Start off with a single band going down to the left. Then switch to double bands and place them horizontally to the left and upwards to the left. Let's do the upper side of the leaf now. Place a single band going horizontally to the left. Then switch to double bands and do that again. Place another set of double bands going down to the left. Then, place 2 sets of double bands going down. The last thing we will do to complete the stem part is to add 2 triple looped cap bands. They will go onto these 2 pegs. To make a triple looped cap band, I'm going to use the back of my hook to help. Take a single green band and place it on the back of your hook. Wrap it around your hook, and wrap it around one more time. There should be 3 loops on your hook now. I'm going to insert the back of my hook into this peg and push the cap band down onto the peg. From the side, it'll look like this. After pushing the cap band down, you should see 3 loops of the cap band at the top of the peg. Now we're going to do the same thing to this peg. Place a single green band on the back of your hook, then wrap it around twice. There should be 3 loops on your hook. Slide the back of your hook into this peg and push the cap band onto the peg. You should see the triple looped cap band at the top of the peg. Next, we will work on the petals. I will be using pastel pink premium bands for this. We will be using all double bands for this part as well until we get to the tie bands and cap bands at the end. Using double bands in your petal color, place them from the stem going down. Then add 3 more sets of double bands going straight down. That should take you to the top of the flower. Then we will work on the left side. Back up to the base of the flower petals and place 2 sets of double bands going diagonally to the left. Using 2 sets of double bands again, do the same to the right side. On each of the remaining columns of pegs, just add 2 sets of double bands going down. When you're done with that, we will add tie bands and cap bands to our flower petals. Tie bands help to keep our creation together, and we will switch to using single bands for this. Take a single band of your flower petal color, and we will place it across these 5 pegs. For our last tie band, take another single band of your petal color, and we will do something similar 1 row down, but we want the tie band to go behind these 3 pegs. Place the tie band on the first peg, then move the band behind the middle 3 pegs and put the other side of the band on the remaining peg. You can see here that the tie band is behind these 3 pegs. Next, we're going to add 3 triple looped cap bands to our flower, just on these 3 pegs. Use single bands in your petal color to make triple looped cap bands. Remember that you should see 3 loops of the band. Insert one of the tie bands here. Then make another triple looped cap band and place it on this peg. Then make 1 more triple looped cap band and place it on this peg. From the side, you can see the 3 triple looped cap bands at the top of the pegs. We're now finished with placing down all of the bands, so next we will work on looming this. Let's get started looming. Make sure that you have your tug tool nearby to help push down the bands and isolate groups of bands. We're first going to loom the outer 2 sets of double bands. Slide your hook into the peg, pull back on the triple looped cap band, grab the double bands at the bottom, and loom them forward to their other halves. Then, loom this set of double bands. Stick your hook into the peg, pull back on all the other bands, grab the bottom 2 bands, and loom them back to themselves. Let's do the same to the right side. Pull back on the triple looped cap band to loom the bottom 2 bands forward. Then, loom this set of double bands, so pull back on the tie band and loom the bottom 2 bands forward. Next, we will loom these columns of double bands. These bands might look slightly different because we don't have cap bands on, so instead, we're going to grab the double bands with your hook and pull them backwards towards yourself. Once you've got a secure grip on them, then just bring them forward. Then, loom this set of double bands normally. Pull back on all the other bands, grab the bottom 2 bands, and loom them forward. Remember that you can loom the double bands one at a time if it's easier. Then we'll do this side. Again, start at the bottom and pull the double bands backwards. Once you've got a secure hold on them, bring them to the peg in front. Then, loom this set of double bands. Remember that they're the bottom 2 on the peg. Next, we will loom these diagonal bands here. Starting on the right side, just loom the bottom 2 bands on the pegs back to themselves. Do the same here. There are a lot of bands, so go slow. Then do the same to the left side. Now we will loom these 4 sets of double bands forward. For this first peg, pull back on the triple looped cap band to loom the double bands at the bottom. Continue looming the bottom 2 bands forward until you reach the stem. After all the petals have been loomed, we will work on the leaves. I will start with the leaf on the left. First, loom these 2 sets of double bands forward. On this peg, we're going to start looming the top side of the leaf first. To do that, you have to grab the 3rd and 4th bands from the bottom, so not the bottom 2 bands. Bring those double bands back to themselves, which should be diagonally upwards to the right. Then loom these horizontal double bands. These should be the bottom 2 bands on the peg. Lastly, loom this single band back to itself. Then we're going to scoop back and loom the bottom side of the leaf. You should be grabbing the bottom 2 bands again. And remember that this is a single band, so you only need to grab 1 band here. Now we will do the same thing to the right side. First, loom the vertical double bands forward. Then, loom the upper side of the leaf. Here you're looming the 3rd and 4th bands from the bottom of the peg. Then, loom the bottom 2 bands. And then loom the single band. Now, loom the bottom side of the leaf. You will be looming the bottom 2 bands on the peg. And then loom the single band. Lastly, we're going to loom the stem. Start at the base of the flower and loom the green double bands at the bottom of the peg forward. There are a lot of bands on this peg, so you might need to push them down and also go slow. This peg also has a lot of bands, so push them down and go slow again. We will use this last single band here to make a slip knot, so first, loom the band. When you turn your loom to the side, you should see 2 loops of the last band. Use your hook to grab the bottom loop and pull it off the peg. Pull on the remaining loop on the peg to secure the slip knot. You might have to pull this again after removing your flower from the loom. If you will be hiding the slip knot into your creation, you can also add a second slip knot to make things a little bit more secure. But I will be attaching this to a bag clip, so I'm going to skip that. Since we have finished looming, it's time to remove our flower from the loom. We'd recommend using your hook to help. At the end here, hold onto the slip knot, maybe tighten it a little bit more, and massage the bands to make the flower shape a bit more even. Now you can hide your slip knot using your slip hook, or you can attach your creation to a bag clip. Just slide the slip knot into the smaller hole of the bag clip. Then take the slip knot loop and pull it over the clip. And now your tulip charm is complete. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial on how to create this tulip charm using the Rainbow Loom 360 kit. If you make this, please tag us at official_RainbowLoom and use the hashtag RainbowLoom so that we can see your creations on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. We also host weekly giveaways on our Instagram called our Loom Star of the Week contest, where you can win some fun prizes, so be sure to follow us there. In the description box below, you can find where to purchase your own Rainbow Loom products. We have so many kits available and there's honestly something for everyone. We are also selling some Rainbow Loom products on our TikTok shop, so if you're in the US, check out our store which has some exclusive bundles and deals that you can't find anywhere else. And again, thank you for watching this tutorial and I'll see you in the next one.